Hello and welcome back to another video of Let's Play Dissidia. This time around we'll be doing a report, which is the first report, but it is the third keyword. So as you noticed, I couldn't actually start the report, and that's because we have to unlock Kuja before we can start the segment.
The star makes his
I won't be here
entrance.
terribly long. In fact, I'll only be here for a little while yet, and then for the fights. The rest of this video is going to be cutscenes, and for that I'll be tuning out. Before we head into our fights, we can actually equip Kuja, although you know he starts at level 1. Thankfully we have some equipment for him laying around. Not that it makes a terrible large amount of difference, but every little bit helps.
Kuja, you're just in time. I was just telling these guys.
Zidane, I can't stay and chat, so let me get straight to the point.
What's going on?
I need to scout out things on my own for a while. Something nefarious is afoot. I believe our opponents are up to something.
Are you gonna be okay by yourself?
Once I've discovered their plans, I will return.
So, Zidane, this is the Cosmos Warrior we've heard so much about, but never seen?
You gentlemen should really be on the move. Think I'll take my own advice?
Hold on. Not so fast. How do we know for sure you're on our side?
Come on, Squall.
My, what a formidable gathering. Hoping to ambush one of your enemies, perhaps?
Zidane, take your companions and go.
You're the one known as Kuja, hero of harmony and chosen of Cosmos.
What are you?
There is no escape. You will not leave this place alive.
Prepare to meet your doom! But wait, I count 1, 2, 3 versus 4. We seem to be outnumbered. Not fair! Not fair! Call in the reinforcements! Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a warm round of applause for the awe-inspiring mannequins! Come on in then, don't be shy. Now then, my beauties! Don't forget tomorrow is payday, let's earn those coins. Beat those Cosmos cronies into a bloody pulp!
Kuja, look out!
What's this? How deliciously odd. These mannequins were born to bash on Cosmos's cohorts. They would never think of harming weak comrades in chaos, but should be chomping at the bit to take a bite out of any hero of harmony. Why, pray tell, did they choose to pass you by? But no. Could it be? Surely you're not...
Traitor. I knew it.
Quite the performance. Have you been rehearsing that all day? Such a shame. It seems you'll perish here after all.
Kuja.
Ready your weapons if you don't want to die. Or perhaps you'd prefer to just tuck tail and scamper away into the shadows?
What are you talking about? You were lying to us this whole time?
Yes, I believe that's the term. The plan began with deceit, then came entrapment, and now finally merciless slaughter. It's going well, don't you think? I appreciate the thought, Kefka, but you can pack up your little puppets. I am more than a match for these three fools.
Right, so we finally get to play as a villain. And it's not even a good looking villain.
Get ready for a good one.
So Kuja is a caster technically, but his range is small, close to mid-range. And I'm not terribly familiar with him. That's why I spent the first few seconds figuring out what his attacks are. But is sort of a mishmash of all other characters. So he doesn't really have many of his own attacks, but he does have other characters' attacks.
That wasn't bad at all.
Kuja also has the unique ability, well not the unique ability, but he has the ability to glide in the air. That means that he has a lot more air time. He also has unparalleled mobility, in that he can move around while he's attacking. Most of his combos will change depending on how far away he is from his opponent. This fight is also 3-on-1, just like a party battle, except we don't have a party. And incidentally, our opponent's level will double for each subsequent fight. So Squall is a really good character. As you can see, he does a lot of bravery hits, and he is really fast.
This is it.
In fact, if this was a high-level Kuja, he would be much more of a threat than he is now. As you can see, even though Kuja is a caster, his range is somewhat limited.
I'll bring this to an end. Take this. Well now.
Going down. Watch. There. Going down.
Watch. Lovely, no? I'll bring this to an end. I'll bring this to an end. How's that?
This is it.
I don't know why I'm particularly bad at air duels at this time, but I am for some reason. Maybe it's because I'm not quite the villain that I make myself out to be.
Well now.
A lot of Kuja's combos can fail if you don't position yourself correctly, because you have hard manual control of them, in that you have free movement.
Here's your invitation.
So Trancing is an ability that most characters have in Final Fantasy IX, which is the villain that Kuja is from. So Kuja's X-Burst is, well, pretty easy to perform. But then, Squall has been melted into, well, a pile of goop, really. Here we have it.
Can't be serious about this.
The evil villain versus the heroic hero. Zidane is also a really good character. He is most similar to Squall, in that he will tear through your bravery really fast if you allow him to. Thankfully we're at a low level, but that doesn't stop him from having high level passive abilities. Riposte kicked in from staggering us, and sneak attack kicked in from attacking us from behind. I can't remember the exact effects right now. I think it vastly increases critical chance. But those are like, I think they're level 80-ish passive abilities. This Summon Stone is another inflict break on your opponent's stone. In fact, it's pretty similar to Flare from the ultimate weapon, except that it's much faster and the user loses his own bravery when it explodes. But we are just about done here. And I will be saying goodbye for now.
That wasn't bad at all.
Well, almost. Whenever I actually managed to land my finishing blow.
What?
There we go. See you guys around next time.
That certainly was an interesting show. However, your antics go too far.
It was not beneficial for us to cooperate with your plan. You endangered your fellow warriors and risked the destruction of our divine master. Such fatal flaws in your design. Seems like you underestimated that annoying Harlequin.
This time you escape with a warning. I would advise against making enemies within our ranks if you wish to survive. If you so much as think of dragging me into such a foolish scheme again, I will use all the power at my disposal to crush you like a bug.
Don't pay any mind to those blabbering old villains. I was most impressed with your mischievous machinations. The fact that you let them get away is most regrettable. I'm sure next time will prove the charm. We'll make a demigod of discord of you yet.
Oh, don't patronize me.
Oh, relax, would you? I'm not being patronizing. I'm merely suggesting you take a more active role in this conflict. If you don't want to fight, then that's up to you. Your original plan is still stunning. It can still work. Take a dash of nostalgic memories mixed with a dollop of half-dead Kuja, and I'm sure those emotional monkeys can be fooled into believing you again.
Sounds like you have it all figured out for me. Were you really so upset? You think I let them slip through my fingers? If that's the case, then you can simply force me to battle until you're satisfied. After all, I've lost any reason to stay out of this conflict thanks to you. Oh yes, I meant to ask you, Kefka. Your little puppet, Terra, wasn't it? How is she doing? Oh, never mind. It's unlikely your enchantments will have faded. How silly of me to worry for you. Ridiculous.
You've perfected the bad loser act, at least. But don't you dare think this is over. The real show? That will come after you lose to a Cosmos crony. And I will be there the whole time, watching while you fail.